We're now at the main entrance to Wales Park, in all its natural beauty, enhanced by the inexhaustible fantasy of the architect, who in all his creations attempted to complement the landscape and the atmosphere. The idea turned out to be too advanced for the people of Barcelona at the turn of the century, who did not want to move to a place at that time so far away from the city.
It's ironic that a philosopher as bright as Duns Scotus should have to lend his name to the term dunce and be ostracized as an idiot for misunderstood intelligence. Just as ironic as the fact that the man who designed this urinal should, for the following 20 years of his life, be intellectually shunned as a madman for a similar misunderstanding. From here on, Antonio Gaudi lived and worked in mental seclusion in the crypt of the church, which today stands as the symbol of his city. In the 16th century, when Cervantes brought Don Quixote over the hill to Barcelona, he described it as an asylum of strangers and a queen among cities for its beauty and situation. For Barcelona is not just a Spanish city. In fact, it's not Spanish at all. It's the central star in the universe of Catalonia. From its streets at the turn of the century came an intense art so powerful it rocked the world. With childish playfulness they let rip with their legendary eccentricity. The basis of this art was their religious feasts, festivals and folklore. For Gaudi they were a source of reference, in the same way that Renaissance artists superimposed their local clothing and customs on traditional art and made it new. Gaudi superimposed his beliefs and customs on architecture and created a cul-de-sac movement in an art so personal it could never be copied. Architecture for Gaudi was a vehicle of communication. If an architect builds a merely functional building that doesn't state anything more than shelter or investment, it's ordinary language. Everyone understands it and no one cares. But if an architect adds meaning, colour and excitement to his building so that it communicates, then it transcends building and becomes a work of art. His art expressed his emotions, his exhibitionism, his cynicism. And because he was deeply religious, this imagery is often combined with Catholic symbols to great dramatic effect. There's an expression in Catalan that describes someone reaching maturity as coming out of his egg. On the feast of Corpus Christi in May, in the cathedral cloisters in the afternoon, a ceremony takes place called L'ou Cambolia, or the egg that dances. An egg is placed on a water fountain and is made to dance, but yet it is held in position by the jets. On the entrance pavilions to Park Güell, a dome-shaped egg is supported by scalloped concrete in fountainous crenellations. The egg is very important as a symbol to Catalan painters. In his Metamorphosis of Narcissus, Dali uses the egg surrealistically to show the flower Narcissus growing from an egg supported by a hand. To the left, Narcissus himself is represented as having been born of this egg, not only as the flower, man's origin from the seed, but also from the shapes of the hand. On the pillar of the entrance gates to his house at Port Legat are mounted white ovaries with similar symbolism. This park was based on an English garden city. Even the English word park is used instead of parque. It was commissioned by Count Güell, an English-educated, aesthetically sensitive industrialist, a patron and a spiritual friend who was at least as intelligent as his artist, a rare combination. Because of its comparative similarity in elevation to the Acropolis over Athens, and because of Gaudi's ideas regarding classical Greek architecture, he part-modelled it on a contemporary Acropolis.